I'm very happy with the time that I spent with Wendy, and I'm looking forward to future times, and ultimately looking forward to her moving down here. So, well, that's something that's been in my heart and her heart, and we know that everything's going to work itself through. That's when family holds on to that, and I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to happen, and it's going to happen in a good time, and not a long time. So we just remain patient, you know. To sit and look at a watch and anticipate something, that could be an issue. That could be emotionally draining for us, for Wendy. So what we do is we have conversation and we look forward, and that's what gives us the hope. Well, Jessica, yeah, I guess we have to find out when that moment arrives. You know, um, hey, can't say it enough. We remain faithful that everything's going to be all right. Wendy's a good person. At the end of the day, she's a great person. And I think I know that great things are going to still occur for her in the great deal of life that she has ahead of her. So, I'm going to do everything I can do to help make that happen, and I believe that support is everything at this moment. Understanding is right neck and neck with support, and we're there, you know. I cram for people to understand me, so I know I'm going to always make room for understanding. Uh, so so we'll reach that. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm believing that everything's going to be fine. When she hits Florida, Florida is it's very sunny down here, and it's great vitamin D, all the things that Wendy needs. She's doing great. It's a complete 180. She looks great. She sounds fantastic, beyond the old Wendy. She sounds beyond. You know why? Because she has several heaps full of patience, and it's just, this is a very within the family. It's a very humbling experience because we just can't call, can't reach out, can't say what's on our minds at the moment, and being stripped of that right and that ability is difficult, and it'll have you check yourself and make sure that when you do have the opportunity to speak, you make sure you form your words correctly, because the last thing I'm trying to do is have any conflict within family. So it's, and Wendy as well, when we have conversations now, it's just so different.
Nope. So tell me about the Free Wendy merchandise. How did you come
Yes.
up with this idea? Like, tell me about what is the meaning behind it? Because to say Free Wendy implies that there's
Yeah, it's kind of heavy, and you know what, you're absolutely right, because the implications can be quite wide and quite deep, and I'm not into the depth. you know I'm into the look. Free Wendy, hey, she's not free now, her liberties, what she wants to do. So that was something that was a knee-jerk kind of come up with, early on. I was on my channel early on, when Wendy had gone through this stuff and around Lifetime movie time and all that stuff. I pulled back severely because my life started lifing again, and I was pacified with the ability to be able to speak with Wendy on a regular basis because she's calling on a regular basis. So quite frankly, all that stuff sat there for about a year or so. Mugs and T-shirts, you know. And when I made them, I had them made with deliberation. I'm gonna do this, and I'm riding with my family. But I'm different, and we're different, and so that's when I pulled back, and I just had them sit. I hadn't even been thinking about them. Didn't even get one myself. I didn't do it. Just had them constructed on the channel. So that's it. It was this visit and the realities of, wow, hey, we got a pump, we got a pulse. The world got a pulse of Wendy, and it wasn't because of me, you know. It was because of her coming down. It was all positive, and that big bump right there. And I guess it was the media, social media, and everything has me saying, And I still haven't really pushed it on the channel. I've mentioned it on my channel, the Tommy Williams Show, you know, but I haven't really executed it up until this point, you know. And actually, I want to have this conversation with you, and I want them to go ahead and have the opportunity. I want people to have, there's a lot of people that miss Wendy and love Wendy and really appreciated her craft. You know, she had a skill, talent, she's an entertainer, and she's a person. And so, with all that, I just want people to be able to, hey, everybody doesn't talk about what they're feeling. So it's a feeling of expression through a garment. And you know what? I have it. I have mugs, different colors, rather flavorful colors. And then I have t-shirts embedded with a crown, Free Wendy, hashtag, and I sent it over to you, so you're all set. And I'm really hoping that, people move forward with the movement, because it is a movement. This is a point in time. You had other statements for people, through the decades and through the centuries, but people mark and people put out. People want to make sure that people's lives aren't shoved into a box. And never do I want the guardianship or anybody to feel as though that Wendy's being stuffed in a box. She's not. I don't know what anybody else's intentions are, but family's intention is to always keep Wendy up high. And especially now that we're in communication as so much, she's not in a box. So, quite frankly, to have those t-shirts out before, I think I would have felt a little, I would have, because she wouldn't have been seen. It would have hurt me, and it would have been impactful, I'm sure, to family, because it would be, nobody's seen her, nobody's seen it, and it would have been hard. But having this hope, seeing Wendy, knowing the health, knowing all this false narrative that's always still perpetuating out there, it's an opportunity, and it's golden for us to do one thing that's gonna, that giving the people a choice. If you want to support Wendy, here's how you can do it. T-shirt, mugs, represent your feelings. Thankfully, I've never inquired. I never inquired, because I guess, for me, I remain patient because of how it all began. Remember, there wasn't a call in the beginning, and then it was calls with everybody on the line. So what I'm getting is it works for me at the moment. It works for me, and because again, it's Wendy who's really taking the hit, not me. It's about Wendy. So, I don't lay on, I don't linger on my feelings as much as I used to. I'm out of that. What I'm into now is making sure that Wendy's good on a day to day, and that everything is fine.